Wow.
Welcome back. We went away for a second, and then full-scale war just broke out. Between Kanye West and Wiz Khalifa, and really Amber Rose, because...
Oh, especially Amber Rose,
Especially Amber Rose, because it started with an innocent... Well, maybe... Kanye doesn't think it's innocent, but Wiz Khalifa made a comment about Kanye West changing the name of his album. It was going to be Swish. He changed it to Waves.
He changed it to Waves, and Waves is... Wiz took issue with it because Waves is known for another rapper, Max B, who is in prison right now, and Wiz felt that Kanye was kind of jacking it without giving him credit.
Shout out Max B. I never thought Max B would be mentioned on our show.
And then from there, Kanye just went back at Wiz and got extremely personal. And it's going on as we speak.
Yeah, guys, so Kanye didn't react.
Start with the Amber stuff, Mike.
Yeah, he didn't react crazy at first, but he then went directly at Wiz Khalifa and his kid. Remember, he has a child with Amber Rose, Wiz Khalifa, who is Kanye's ex. He says basically, you let a stripper trap you. And then he says, do you have to look at your child every day and know that that stripper trapped you for 18 years?
Now, you've got to remember, I'm sure everybody does, but Kanye West and Amber Rose were serious for a long time.
Well, and she was a stripper before she met Kanye. And then Kanye made her famous, and he's saying, you let her trap you. I dated her, you let her get pregnant, basically. And he's saying that Wiz, Harvey goes on to say that his single is corny as blank.
Hey, Mike, can I stop you for a second? And I apologize for being indelicate here. Can you make sure this gets up on the website right now and we can then add assets? We just need to get this up right now.
Yes, it's literally going up as we speak
on the
website.
Okay, because it's a big story. We should say that, I mean, you cannot ignore the fact that Amber Rose is Blac Chyna's best friend, and the Kardashians are furious at Blac Chyna.
There's a big nasty circle going on right now with all these guys.
The only reason I think that's not relevant is because even if the Rob Kardashian thing wasn't going on, he would have gone back at him the same exact way, because this is clearly some old feelings he has about Amber.
This is partly being fueled by Kim?
No, this is about Amber.
Right, and guys, it's getting so nasty, like as we're talking about it, he just tweeted out, I own your child.
Yeah, I own your child. What? You wouldn't have a child if it wasn't for me.
What does that mean?
I gotta say, I love Kanye West.
Man.
I love this whole thing.
What does that mean?
That one might have been a tad bit over. What he's saying is, it's very clear what he means.
I don't understand it.
What he's saying is that Amber Rose is only famous because she dated Kanye West. Meaning if Amber Rose would have never gotten famous, she might have never been running in circles to meet Wiz, and Wiz would never have Sebastian, so therefore Kanye West is the conduit by which Amber Rose...
Kanye is very nicely, he's numbering all of his insults.
Well, he's
12, you wouldn't have a child if it wasn't for me. Then it's 13th, I own your child.
Yeah,
what is it about the stripper?
You're missing the one that really is, I think, the biggest one of all.
I'm your OG?
Number 8.
Yes.
I made it so we could wear tight jeans, he wrote.
It's true.
Oh, wait, that's the one you think? No, I think number 7.
Dude, he just took credit for tight jeanery. That's all Kanye West.
Kanye was pretty close.
For black guys.
For black rappers, Kanye West is the tight jeans god, for sure.
You know, the one that gets me is, I know you mad every time you look at your child.
It's too much,
this
Kanye.
girl got you for 18 years.
Love him to death, that's too much,
I gotta ask you, why is there this, I mean, I get the Wiz Khalifa thing. Why does he have this kind of hatred for Amber Rose?
You know what?
That ended very badly.
It ended very badly.
But he's not said anything about it this way.
Yes, he
not
has.
Not this way.
Yes, he has. Remember the thing about I had to take how many showers after I was
with her? But then he kind of apologized and backtracked.
If Kanye West is being a tad bit disingenuous here, when him and Amber Rose broke up, he was kind of devastated over that.
That's true.
He changed song lyrics. He took all kind of shots at her. And I think he's still kind of,
By the way, for the record, real quick.
Guys, no, so I got to stop you. Van, if you're right, the odd thing about that is that Kanye said Kim Kardashian was always the woman I wanted to be with. And now what you're saying is, now that he's with Kim, you're saying it's actually Amber. So now Kim's going to look at it and say, wow, this is a mirror.
Oh, Harvey, Kim's saying stop it. Like, who cares about Amber Rose? Absolutely.
Van's right. If Van's right, I don't know that you're right.
By the way, when you know that he wrote a song about Amber Rose, bitter about it, and said in it that my ex is this, that, and then he said, but I like Wiz. So these guys weren't, it hasn't always been like this. They liked each other.
He's always showed respect
Wiz,
to Wiz.
right. There was respect here.
Can I ask you something? Obviously, I know less about it than everybody here. Is this more an attack against Amber than Wiz?
I don't know why he had to even drag Amber into this.
No,
this
because he needed to make
feels like
because
it's
then
more about Amber than Wiz.
No, I'm
It's
saying
about
is-
Wiz, but he needed to make it personal.
I
And
guess, but
guys,
this
he
feels like
started.
It's
he
more
knew-
about Amber.
Well, guys, and you're right. He started with the music. He said, you stole all your stuff from Cudi, who's another rapper. He said, second, your first single was corny. And third, no one listens through your full album because it sucks. So he started with the music. Then when he got more angry, he went into Amber Rose and the Kid.
Right. It says, by the way, this just in from Kanye. Don't even hint at mentioning me, my family, or my wife. I am your OG.
which is accurate. That's accurate.
By the way, second time since Raquel was telling me that I've ever heard somebody say, don't talk out the side of your neck. That was another
You never
thing
heard
he
that
said.
one?
He
You
said
never heard that one?
Ever
Yeah.
talk out the
I
side of
didn't
your
hear
neck.
that either.
We're
There's a
having a,
lot more-
cultural sharing
Kanye.
session. My mom used to say that all the time. What'd you talk out the side of your neck at me?
Yeah, that's the sixth thing, by the way. Sixth.
I am not,
Yeah.
I am completely misinterpreting this because the way I'm hearing everything, the way I'm processing this, is that there is this pent-up something with Amber, and
No,
that
no,
Wiz
no,
is
Harvey.
a conduit.
I
There
doubt
were a
that
couple
to
there,
say.
but Harvey, it's gone way beyond Amber. I
What's
mean,
your favorite verse, Harvey? Of the 17 verses, which one's your favorite?
Of this,
Yeah.
I like them all.
yeah,
There we go. That's
by
how
the
you know
way,
he doesn't know any of them.
By the way, number 10, because Kanye also wants to make the point that I am the one fighting for you. I am the OG. I am the one who's leading the pack, and you are following me, because he says in number 10, I got to bleep a lot of this, don't you ever in your bleeping life speak sideways about an N-word that's fighting for us. I do this for all of us.
Yeah.
So just so you know,
he's got a
I'm
point.
fighting for you, so get in line behind me, is what he's
You
telling
mean
us.
like just black people or rappers or what?
No, I think that
I think
Kanye
it's-
West feels a certain way about a guy like Wiz, who clearly was influenced by the style of hip hop that Kanye brought in, actually kind of speaking up about him. I really feels like he feels
Yeah.
like Wiz shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Geneva in Chicago calling about Kanye West. I just don't see why two grown celebrity men would be on Twitter arguing and going back and forth. I really didn't take it the way you all seen it. I looked at it as you all were just about to report that something was going on with Kanye West and Ticketmaster and his tickets because he got this concert going on. Now, right after this, him and Wiz Khalifa going back and forth on Twitter. So I looked at it as a publicity stunt. I don't know if he's trying to let everybody know, hey, my concert is coming out, come get my tickets, because I just don't see why they would be arguing.
She raised an interesting point.